Hey Dons fans, I'm back and I'm with a wonderful junior female golfer for USF Dons, Pearl Rojanapeansatith. You are from Thailand, and it's so good to see you. I miss you, and I'm glad that you look safe. So that's great. Basically, this fall, you girls the team had an amazing season. You had 4 events. You had 2 top 3 finishes, including a second place finish in the final event of the season. And your team went from being ranked last year from 118 all the way to 65. What was that thing that you did over the summer that allowed you to come in junior year and just really be a huge force for the team?
So I think it started off in the start of the summer when Coach gave me a book called Fearless to read. Even though it was hard to understand a little, just because I'm from Thailand and it wasn't my first language, it really inspired me and motivated me to do better. And it kind of helped my mental game to being more confident, being fearless about being on course or in classes. And I think that really helped me, and also practicing more, of course.
The last tournament that you played that I was at, the Julie Inkster invite at Meadow Club. And you led the Dons on the first day of the tournament with a 2 under 142, posting back-to-back rounds of 71 on the par 72 course to stand tied for 4th overall on the individual leaderboard. You had 5 birdies in the first round, including 3 on the back 9. You finished tied for second with 8 birdies on the day. Overall, one of 3 players to crack top 25, and it was your second top 10 finish that season. I mean, that's huge. So just kind of, how are you feeling going into the invite at Meadow Club?
I was really enjoying the process on the first day, but even though the second day didn't really end well, I just felt like I was doing the best I can. I was hoping for another couple tournaments before conference, but I don't think that's going to stop my motivation.
What was going through your mind with COVID? And then just kind of tell me when it happened, and everything shut down, what was your mind frame?
After our home tournament, that's when it got worse, when it hit California, and I was on my spring break in San Diego and in LA at Disneyland. So I think that really impacted me a lot because I wasn't sure if I wanted to stay in the States or go back home. But as you can see, I decided to go back home and kind of get my energy back up and less stress.
Well, let's talk about how you actually got home. It started with your sister first. She needed to quarantine, so you couldn't even go back until that happened. Kind of take us through that story.
So, it was probably a week before our tournament too, where my sister just decided to go home because I think she had a really good mindset. She was like, I don't think this is going to get better. So she just went home straight away and quarantined herself for 14 days at a hotel. So we had to get out of our apartments, and then I went to the doctors to get my doctor's certificate to get back to Thailand because that was the requirement, and a letter from the embassy in LA. Without the certificate and the embassy acceptance letter, you can't fly back home. And I was fortunate that I came back in time before a lot of the countries in Asia shut down. And I know that one of my friends was trying to come back home and he couldn't now because Thailand is in lockdown and no one can get in. So it's been a challenge, but at least I got home and I couldn't even reach or give my parents a hug, nor my dog, which was really sad. And but I'm very excited to actually get to hug them in 6 days.
Coach Dole, who has created this amazing culture for the team, she's making sure that all you girls are getting together on Zoom interviews, that you're checking in. She's also brought in your mental sports coach, Yvonne Gomez. Can you just talk a little bit about that and how helpful that's been?
So we're having every meetings on Wednesday from until May 20th. And So yesterday, Gogo, our mental health coach, came in and she helped us motivate ourselves. And she said that action is probably the best thing you can do, even though you're not motivated. You just gotta show it first to get motivated. You don't have to wait for that motivation to come. And that kind of really give us like a wake up call and telling us that, hey, like we don't need to wait for anything, that we can do whatever we want, and if our mind is set on it. And I think that really helped us with our mental health, and with seeing all my teammates and my coach and help each other kind of support each other throughout, which is really nice because every week coach always has something new for us to do, and it's really fun.
What is the first thing that you're going to do when you get out of isolation and you see your parents? Is there a favorite meal?
So I would first hug my parents and then talk to my dog for a little, or play with my dog for a little. And I probably want to cook with my mom because she's the best cook ever. She cooks the best meal. And I probably would go out for a run with some healthy sun.
So last thing that I will ask you is, what are you doing, or what fuel does this give you to really head into your senior year and, make a mark on next season?
I can't control what's going on with the world or anything that is just out there. So I think I need to control myself and kind of feel positive about the things that I can control and that I can improve on. So I think I'm gonna go practice more when I get out and know that anything is possible, and I'm just gonna let my heart out there on the golf course, just have the fun and enjoy the time for my senior year.